I first came in contact with the devotees late 1971 in Austin, Texas, USA. I was a college student, and I saw the devotees chanting in the university. So I didn't know what they were. I thought maybe they were Mongolian exchange students. No, I only knew Mongolians had this big ponytail. No, I never knew about devotees. So I watched them. I just watched them for a while. Then I went back to my apartment, and I can't remember if it was that day or the next day. One devotee came to my apartment, and later on I found out that was Prasada Swami, and gave me a magazine. Said, please give a donation. So I gave him all the money I had, which was $5, and kept the magazine. I read it, and immediately I felt some connection. And unfortunately, someone came and took my magazine. Then I went to try. I couldn't find the devotees, and so then actually two years passed. Late 1973. In '72, I was drafted into the U.S. Army, and serving overseas. I was stationed in Panama. And so in the Army library, I found one Bhagavad Gita. And then that time I was practicing yoga, anything to take away the miseries of the Army life. And so then I found the Gita, and I read it one time. I sat down and read Srila Prabhupada's Gita, and I said, this is the highest, this is the best. So I looked at the address, and I wrote to the devotees in Los Angeles. They sent me some beads and another book, and wrote me a letter. You should chant 16 rounds minimum. You should follow these principles, which I was basically already following. And then, so I began to chant, and planted one tulsi plant in my little garden I had where I was staying. And I chanted every day around the Tulsi Devi. And then a few months later, I came in contact with some devotees who were starting a temple in Costa Rica, early 1974. And then I began to visit them, and they taught me more and more details about Krishna consciousness. And that was basically it, how I came. Then from that time on, I just kept chanting until I got out of the army in 1975. And then I just went on to become a brahmachari and do Sankirtan and practice Krishna consciousness. So that's how I came. I don't think there's much more than the rest is all history, one thing after another. Going to India in 1976, meeting Srila Prabhupada, getting initiated, and continuing on, taking sannyas, 1982, and became a GBC in 1987, and to the present day, GBC service, preaching mostly in Latin America, where somehow or another destiny placed me there. Actually, when I first met a group of devotees, I was attracted to be part of the library party. And so when I went to India, my temple president was arguing that I should come back to Costa Rica, the person who, first person I really met. And anyway, Srila Prabhupada said, yes, he should go back. I was a little disappointed. I wanted to be on the library party with sannyasis and brahmacharis. But anyway, I ended up in a more pioneering role in Latin America.